Okay, so today we'll be opening up this used Purolator Gold 20K mile oil filter. Number LX7317. And I got this used Purolator oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Joseph 82 Kid from New Jersey. Thanks, Joseph. This oil filter was in service for 3 months, 19,758 miles, and came off his 2004 Honda Accord. Yep, the one with a 3.0 liter V6 engine. He had replaced the engine in his car last year with a used engine and has done a few oil changes prior to this one. The engine now has a total of 217,797 miles, and the car has 269,562 miles. He was using 0W20 high-performance lubricants synthetic oil during this period. The engine is burning oil, and he also had to add 6 quarts of oil during this same period. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your end here, go trace it.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. Date code F01T13E1. You look over here, we'll see Made in USA, Man and Hummel. And he's got a date on here when he put it on, 12/5/25. And you get your filter number. This is a sticker here. And this filter has 8 of the holes. You can see the silicone A drain back valve. Metal core with louvers. Bypass valves at the dome end. And 3 grooves there for threads. With this Purocil gasket, which is ethylene acrylic made gasket. It's on there pretty good too also. And I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Yeah, it's a nice gasket. Okay. Some oil in this one. I figured there would be. It felt kind of heavy. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna let that sit like that for a while and let it drip out, but let's look at the silicone. This oil's very dark. Yeah, so the drain back valve looks nice. Yep. The filter on it. Okay. So it's in there for a long time. 19,000 miles, 19,700 and something miles, 758 miles. But there's a metal crimp seam right here. And I'm just looking to see if there's any tears or anything. I don't see nothing. I'll put the number of pleats on the screen. A little bit of glue right there. Right there, it looks like also. Looks pretty dirty though. Yeah, looks pretty dirty. Yeah, it's very dark. Look at the end caps. The end caps, this one looks pretty clean. There's a bypass valve, which has a setting of 14 to 18 psi. So it looks pretty clean. Okay, and this is a dual layered synthetic blend media. And the micron rating, I don't know, it's 99%. That's what they say, it's 99% dirt removal power. But they don't give a micron rating on it. So, I mean, I called them once, they said it was at 20 microns. I called them again at second time, and they said they don't give that information out, so I don't know. But yeah, it's just some paint there. But it looks pretty dirty. Oh, it looks really dirty in here too. Let's see. Yeah, new spring looks good though. So it's got a nice curve to it. The can. Well, yeah, I'll have to have it sitting upside down like this and find out what it looks like in there. But I'll put the measurements of this can up on the screen. Okay. And let's get the width of this filter. Okay. .66 inches wide, minus a tenth of an inch for the end caps. Okay, so let me cut this open. That's some more of that gold paint, and squeeze it out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like. It'd be interesting to see this. I think it's very dirty. All right, be right back. Okay, and here's this filter all stretched out. And this Purolator filter is 45.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. Thickness is 0.98 millimeters thick. Probably because of all that carbon on there, it's so thick. This is the filtering side. Here's the back side, a little bit lighter. And you're gonna see a lot of this. There's a lot of soot on this filter, so I can't get a light to come through, to show it. So I have the light going on top, and you'll see the carbon that's on here. So let's take a look at that microscope picture. So as you can see, this filter caught a lot of carbon. There's a lot of carbon soot particles, and you'll see it when I put you up close. Let's take a look at it up close. And look at this. That's all carbon and soot. Look at that. And it's all over the place on this filter. There's some lighter spots, but they're in clumps. And I took a flashlight. Let's see if the UV light will show some sparklies or not. You can see all these spots like this and this. It's all a bunch of carbon just flaked on there. Looks like there's one there, one there. Yeah, you can see that this got a lot of carbon and soot on here. I wouldn't recommend going this. The filter can take it, but I wouldn't recommend going this long on this filter, especially if you got a dirty engine. You can see some sparklies here and here. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So I was doing the math on Joseph's carb, how it's burning the oil, and he was going through a quart every 3,293 miles. So that isn't, that isn't real bad. But you can tell that there's a lot of blow-by on this filter media. Now let's take a look at some of these components here. So we got the metal core louvers. Let me get the light. Okay, those are opened up. No problem there. Okay, we went over these, the silicone, and drain back valve, leaf spring. Let's check this out. This looks pretty clean. It's just got a, it looks like it's, I don't know, it looks like it's like colored dirty. That's what it looks like. I mean, probably from all the carbon on there. You see the can. You see the can. That's pretty dirty also. See if I could get anything out of here. It's smooth, so that's good. Yeah, this is all nice and smooth. I had the can sitting like this. It's smooth. Yep, some down there, but yeah, it's all smooth. That's good. So my recommendation would be to go probably about 3,000-4,000 miles on this filter, and maybe even go to a thicker oil, like maybe 530. What do you guys think? Please post your comments down below. And again, I want to thank Joseph for sending me this Purolator oil filter. And I also want to mention that he has a YouTube channel called 82Kid. You might want to check it out. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel down below. And with that being said, I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. It's a lot of soot and carbon.